What's going on, everyone? It's GT, co-host of the Six Pack Seven Figures podcast. Take a moment right now to hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Let's get right into it. So let's talk about what do we anticipate going to happen this week in the stock market, and where do we see things going next? As you guys know, last week we dropped a video talking about how the Federal Reserve made a historical move lowering the interest rates. If you haven't seen the video of what the impact is and what happens next, I'm going to leave it on this box. I think it's on this side. It might be this side. You'll have to figure it out. But on one of these two boxes, it's going to talk about the lowering of the rates, what do we anticipate next, and how do we make money going forward. Definitely a great listen. But let's talk about this week. So this week, the market now, we are seeing the reaction of the impact of the news from last week. We've seen that the S&P 500, which measures the top 500 companies in the United States, the index of it, the index reached a new all-time high, okay, which is great. We then saw that the market pulled back. So it seems as if from the initial assessment that the market hasn't determined yet which direction it wants to go. So if you're into investing or trading in the stock market, I would proceed with caution, at least in the early part of this week. Of course, none of this is financial advice, and this video is for education and entertainment purposes only. However, I would say I would proceed with caution the first couple of days of this week, because the market hasn't determined yet where it wants to go next until later this week. Now, there are two things that are going to come out, data points that are going to come out later this week, that will for certain show us what direction we're moving next. And I'm going to go into specifically, based off of the outcome, where the market could then go from here. The first one is on Thursday. So mark in your calendars, and if you're watching this video, in the comments below, write the word Thursday. So on Thursday, we are going to get what's called the revisions, the second revisions of the gross domestic product for quarter two. For Financial Literacy 101, gross domestic product measures the amount of growth or progress made amongst goods and services made here in the United States. Of course, we want to see that number always positively growing. That indicates that the market is moving in the right direction. If it goes negative, it provides an indication that things are slowing down, which could eventually lead into a recession. So we're going to see how the United States performed in quarter two of this year on Thursday. That's one indicator. The market will for sure react one way or another, positively or negatively, based off of that news. The second indicator that's going to come out this week will be on Friday. Again, if you're watching this video, comment below the word Friday. On Friday, we are going to get the core PCE. PCE is the personal consumption index, okay? This gives us the barometer of how much people are spending on goods and services. How often are they still active? Are they still looking to buy things and spend things and go on trips and buy groceries and all these things? We want to see how strong is the consumer in this economy. Are people looking to still spend money? So if things come in positively, that can be an indicator that things are still strong in the economy. Now, by the time we get to Friday, I can assure you that the market will make a full convicted move, whether up or down, going into next week. Now, I'm not here to predict it with a crystal ball, and I won't do that today. However, what I will say is, if the market reacts positively to the news this week, going into next week, we could see the stock market touch as high as 580 on the SPY, ticker symbol SPY. So we might see it hit a new threshold we have never seen before. If it shows negatively, we could see the stock market start to trek back down and see that the SPY, ticker symbol SPY, retests the $555 mark and then we'll have to monitor to see if we can see a recovery and rebound up. But if it doesn't, it will revisit 548. Very important details coming up this week. Money will be made, but probably closer to next week if you are patient. Again, if you're a day trader, stock picker, investor, I would consider waiting until the market gives us indication where it wants to go next. The one company I will leave on your radar to consider keeping your eye on, though, with this movement is Nvidia. Nvidia right now is currently $116. If things break in the right direction, we could see Nvidia return back to as high as 128, or if it's in best case scenario, $134. If you like content like this, again, be sure to like the page, subscribe to the content, share this with somebody. This is great information, money-making information, and information that can help our friends and family get to the next level. And we'll see you on the next one.